So I want you to pay attention to the Alex Jones situation right now. Convicted. He now has to pay millions of dollars for all the damage he's caused. He's ruined the lives of dozens of families who've had to suffer. They've had to move. They've been harassed. They've been threatened. People have come to their homes. This is the type of thing that if BLM did it or Antifa did it or anyone associated with the left did it, you would have these savages in right wing media like, Steven Crowder and Ben Shapiro and Tim Pool. They would all pretend to care. And this is outrageous. How could they go to people's homes and the left is there? They're the violent ones and this and that. And they try to say right wing this and look what they're doing, going to people's homes. It's one thing if you disagree, but don't go to people's homes. If these people had any integrity at all, meaning their words have meaning, that they are outraged and that they're saying what they believe, they would be outraged by what damage Alex Jones has caused. But because they are, as I say, savages who care nothing about anything else but their views, their fame, their money, they will enable people like Alex Jones stay silent as he is convicted. When he says his stuff, they dance around and they'll have him on their show and sort of validate him, right? Their audience respects their point of views, and if they're seemingly friendly with Alex Jones, then you can look at it as people talking negative about Alex Jones are just those crazy liberals, right? Then when you have some damning evidence, conviction, millions of dollars, the families, you know, explaining the damage that he's done to their lives. The silence that you hear in right wing media explains just how horrible right wing media is. Partisan left wing media, I'm no fan of. But right wing media takes it to an entirely different level of toxicity, lack of integrity, just pure propaganda that is being pushed out by a bunch of savages who get online and try to pretend to be normal people. Well, the left. The thing about the left, they think that this and that and blah, 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 and using your fancy words to make people, you know, think that you're rational and reasonable and intelligent and, unlike the off the hinge woke left, right? But these are the same people who would enable regular Americans to be tortured and harassed in their own homes. Think about the fact that most of the people who would be watching Alex Jones are people who would watch these same commentators. And by them enabling him and keeping quiet about him, they enable him to be as successful as he is to spread his toxic trash. Right? So Alex Jones is the one most responsible for the things that he does. But absolutely, right-wing media has some responsibility. You cannot deny they have some responsibility. Because their audience trusts them. And their silence and enabling of people like Alex Jones helps Alex Jones to do the damage that he does that these commentators don't care about unless they can profit from it, and that only comes when someone on the left does it. So pay close attention to how they stay far away from talking about Alex Jones and what's happening right now. Imagine if a left-wing liar, fraud, had been exposed in this way and was ordered to pay millions of dollars. They would all be covering it. These people are not just simply telling you their opinions on things. They are trying to mislead you and trying to tell you what to think. They're trying to control your ideology by giving you half-truths, over-reporting on certain things that push certain narratives, which is exactly what you see from corporate media, right? They conduct themselves just like mini CNN and MSNBC minus any of the controls. Can't go on CNN and just say whatever you want to say. There's bosses and teams and legal teams. These YouTubers have no one, no accountability whatsoever. So they conduct themselves just like mainstream media, only there is no rails, there's no tracks. It's the wild, wild west. Say whatever, do whatever you want, whatever maximizes engagement and traffic and therefore money. Even if it means having some responsibility for innocent Americans to be harassed and tormented for years. Even if it means that your content helps support actions that lead to people being seriously hurt or even killed. None of it matters. The only thing that matters is how many views and clicks and engagement you get and how famous you are. This is why I call them savages, because they are. This is Debate Me channel. Debate in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Be well. I'm always going to tell the truth and tell people like it is. I know this is not something a lot of people want to hear, but I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here looking for clicks and fame and attention. So, I say the stuff that pisses people off, hurts my channel, and I'm okay with that. But are you okay with the truth? Or would you rather go tune into someone who's going to tell you that what you believe is true? Validate your beliefs. You were on the good team. If you're looking for that, you're in the wrong place.